Hello, rail fans, and welcome to French Fried Trains. It's Saturday, February 3rd, 2024, and the first time we are able to get out rail fanning this year. And check that out, right off the bat, we have an SD70 Mac trailing. And here we see some AIM high-top gondola cars. And a shiny new auto rack. And check this out. This auto rack has the doors open. Same thing on this end. All four doors of this one are open. And just 2.5 minutes later, the tail end of this train would pass us by, brought up by a single Procore tanker car. After that train pass, the next thing that would come by would be this high rail truck about half an hour later. About an hour later, this next train would arrive, led by a pair of ES40 DCs and an old GP38 with a very beat-up looking paint job. And here we see an old CSX boxcar, followed by some Conrail cars, probably carrying automobile parts. And behind that, some automobile frames here. And here we see a cut of sodium hydroxide tank cars. And a Union Pacific boxcar. And some interesting weathering patterns on this car here. And about 5.5 minutes later, the tail end passes by, brought up by a single empty flat car here. After this train passed, the next one would show up just a short 20 minutes later. And check that out. triple foreign power with 2 Canadian Pacific locomotives and 1 KCS. It's been almost a year since I caught a KCS unit in person. At first, this appeared to be a unit grain train, but it would turn out to be one behemoth monster train that I'm pretty sure was 2 trains combined. And check out this old family line system car. And here we see a faded old Rock Island covered hopper. And check this out, 2 CSX Gevos running mid-train DPU, an ET44AH and an ES40DC. And now you see why I think this was 2 trains combined, because behind the Gevos, after a spacer car, this was a solid unit tanker train. And just the tanker section of this train itself could have been its own train. This whole train took about 12 minutes to fully pass me by. It just kept going and going. And finally, like I said, about 12 minutes later, the tail end finally passed me by. And after that, I had to head home. So that's all the railpan action we have for you in this episode of French Fried Trains. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, railpans.